sorry for any of the new people. I feel like that happens from time to time. It kind of happens when I stream a little too long. But it's okay. We're good. We're good. Anyway, hi, Helen. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. What do you mean who is that on my Minecraft hardcore world? I'm so confused. What are you talking about, bro? Thank you, thank you. How was your stream, Helen? I didn't see what you were streaming. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, lag is so bad. Hi, Ray, hi. Valerie, oh my god, I hope you won your games. Is it a new stream? It should be the same VOD, though. Uh-oh. No, it did start a new stream. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Why did it change the stream title, too? It's so weird. It's playing Peak and Swifties. Oh my god, how is Peak? I love Peak. See what you'll find. I want your things in the room and miss you. Like, why is this random ass thumbnail? Okay, we'll use the V Island Beach as my thumbnail for now. Or nope, not that. Okay. Oh, can we use this as a temporary thumbnail? I don't have any Minecraft thumbnails. That is so funny. We'll just use a leak thumbnail for now. Yay! I hope you make it through next time. Dude, lost all of the viewers because stream crashed. So sad. You've been stationed near the Arctic before. That's insane. Okay, sorry. If you guys saw me ban someone, it's because they were just being really annoying. I am trying to not tolerate bad behaviors anymore, so... I don't know, he's like schizo talking to himself. When I said anything back, he like didn't respond. It's so confusing. Anyway. 3, 5, 4, 0, 6, 9. Negative 9,000. Wow. 4, 16. Nice. Sheesh. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's because I'm on Minecraft. They might not be trolling, but they might just be like a young kid not understanding how Twitch works. And, you know, usually I'd be more compassionate, but there's just some moments where I'm like, not today, you know? Wait, let me grab my crafting table. Okay, we're gonna look for snow. And we go back home. We're gonna just fly along this biome because that tends to be where snowy biomes are. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. I slept recently. Should be fine. Okay. I can't pick this up. Hold on. There we go, I got this. Okay, well, let's follow along this biome and let's continue reading a spooky story. If you do not want to listen to the spooky story, please feel free to leave right now. I won't take any offense to it, especially because you weren't expecting this. Okay, let me pull up the tab once more. Okay. We were given a brief interview where the younger man scribbled extensive notes. Then we were free to go. First thing Chelsea said to me when we got outside was, "What a rush." Still, we waited for a while. It felt like a next step in our odd job hobby has made this a regular thing. Wait, no. It felt like a next step in our odd jobs hobby to make this a regular thing. There you go. I can read. Like something a little bit depraved. It was dystopian. It was strange and scary. Even though the sensation was gone, I could vividly remember what the injection had done to me, how it torn through my veins, how I had wondered if I was dying. That was supposed to be a sample. But neither of us could stay away. The money was good. Beyond good. At first, we kept it a secret from others. At first, we kept it a secret from each other, as if we were doing something bad. She would head off to work, and I would drive to the warehouse. They would inject me, feed me things that make me sick, toss me around, even beat me. And then I would drive home, still reeling and sore. Chelsea started acting strange too, staying up after I went to bed. I couldn't exactly call her out on it, because I was being strange too. Sorry. Neither of us wanted to put any pressure on the other, I guess. And I don't think either of us liked the idea of each other getting tortured. It was all but confirmed in my mind that we were both doing the same thing when I caught her coming through the front door at almost 3 a.m., rubbing at her temple like she had a horrible migraine. I was sitting on the couch, reading a book, waiting for her. She stopped cold, her eyes going wide. I couldn't help but chuckle. Cheating on me, I asked. She laughed, plopping down next to me on the couch. Not exactly. I pulled her to me, and she rested her head on my shoulder. Let's just do it together, okay? From now on, let's just go together. Oh, village, I think. We'll hover over it. I don't really want to go to a village right now. Let's stand, okay. I waited for an answer, but after a minute, all I got was a snore. We went together next weekend. Kessler greeted us, patting us both on our backs patting each of us on our backs cheerfully. Great to see you two together again. The work you both have been doing here is just fantastic. Chelsea and I eyed each other, and she gave me a little punch on the arm. I grinned at her. I have something different for you two today. Now that you're here together, if you're up for it. Yeah, you guys are good. Don't worry. I don't really care. Huh? What's that structure? Oh, it's just real gen. That's not a village, that's just hills. Okay, cool. I'm stupid. My smile faded a bit, twisting into mild concern. I licked my lips. Different? How? He waved me off, guiding us into one of the rooms. The same chairs greeted us, with their cuffs and restraints. A doctor was already inside, toying with some kind of strap. It sort of looked like a headband? We'd like to try something more psychological than you're used to. I stopped in my tracks. Kessler and Chelsea both turned to face me, their eyebrows raising in sync. Psychological torture? Merry Christmas, Pringle! I hope you have an amazing holiday! Yippee! Oh, I see snow. I was getting vivid images in my head of all the psychological horror movies I've ever seen rushing back to me. Physical pain was one thing, but sanity was delicate, something that should be played with. Kessler approached me, placing his hands on each of my shoulders, and offered me a reassuring smile. Think about it, Mr. Rains, he said, his voice kind. It'll be a brief test. It'll only last around 30 seconds. Like I've said, nothing will leave this facility. We have professionals to assess your mental state directly afterwards. 30 seconds for enough money to buy a used car. I worried my lips together, the fear I had in the past creeping back in. Excuse me. If it wasn't dangerous, why was it worth so much? Worth more than we've been paid for anything else? Come on, Jules. Chelsea smiled at me from behind him. She didn't look afraid, and it soothed me a little bit. We'll do it together. I nodded reluctantly. Almost as soon as my chin raised to do so, the doctor was slipping my headband on. 2 metal plates stayed into my forehead. I felt my muscles tensing up. We took our seats, and Chelsea reached over to grab my hand. They didn't strap us down this time, which I hardly thought about until it was too late. The doctor put Chelsea's headband on too, and she made a face at me, which made me bite back a laugh. Ready? Kessler asked. Then he nodded at the doctor, who pressed something on which What the fuck? Then he nodded at the doctor, who pressed something on what looked like a keyboard, and Julie started to scream. Let's go. Wow, there's not a lot of snow. We'll scrap a little bit. It's fine. Oh, that is the sun setting. The second she touched the thing, she was screaming. It wasn't like any scream I'd ever heard before. Not like the one from the first time we'd been here, and not in any horror movie. Certainly never in real life. It felt like my eardrums were bursting, and I grew louder and more shrill. It was desperate. It was beyond torture, beyond pain. Pain beyond anything a human can possibly endure. I imagined hell. I imagined that souls being dragged to damnation. I saw something like that scream. I wasn't even religious. She squeezed my hand, and I felt my bones cracking. Chelsea! Chelsea? I rocked out of my seat, trying to shake her, trying to ignore the searing pain. She wouldn't let go of my hand. Couldn't. Her eyes were wide open and dead, looking right at me, but not seeing anything. Still, tears streamed from them, more tears I've ever seen anyone cry. I whipped back around. The doctor was typing urgency at his computer, and Kessler was staring, his hands out and his eyes moving rapidly back and forth like he was in shock. Jesus Christ, do something, I screamed. Fucking do something. Chelsea was gasping now, a ragged sound that bounced around in my head. It felt like I could hear nothing but that horrible wet gasp, just dead air, and her throat crawling for breath, drool seeping from her mouth and down her chin. Finally, I ripped the headband off of her. Instantly she went slack, letting go of my hand. Damn, this story is so long. Like, oh, wrong tab. Like we're barely halfway through, by the way. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back to playing the game for a little bit. When I'm in the breeze, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the grass, my face in every place. Let me feed you a snowball. Oh, never mind. Okay, you don't want snowball. With the winter. You think I'm gone 'cause I left, but I'm in the trees and in the breeze. Okay, come here. Bro. Bro, my gas hates me. Bro, where'd Ghost Tree go? Ghost Tree! Bro, this song playing when Ghost Tree is running away from me is actually majestic. Ghost Tree! Bro! Dude, Ghost Tree, please. It's getting nighttime. It's becoming nighttime. Bro! Ghost Tree, please. Where is my fucking gas going? Oh, hold the snowball? Really? Would holding the snowball help? Oh, you're so right. Thank you, beast! Come here. Oh shit. Ghost tree! I fell. Sick joke. Come here! Down! Girl failure moment, bro. Alright, let's go. Let's go home. My gas pissing me off, bro. Yes, not flower. Thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's skedaddle out of here. I'll be running to the acacia biome so I can get acacia trees. And life will be good. Thank you for redeeming your daily candy as well. So fast, no one's more amazing. It's like chasing after your dog after you. Oh my goodness. Yes, candy. Okay, let's continue reading. I was in the middle of reading hold on. I was in the middle of reading a spooky story, so we're gonna continue reading that. Okay. The room was silent for a moment. Then Kessler muttered something to the other man, and the doctor rushed out the door. Chelsea, baby, are you okay? I kneeled in front of her, rubbing her knee. She wouldn't look at me, wouldn't move. For a second, I wondered if she was dead. Please answer me. Right as I was about to check her pulse, her head turned. She wasn't screaming anymore, but her eyes were just as dead as they had been before they met mine. They didn't even look like her eyes anymore. She opened her mouth, and out came a terrible, whispery sound, like she'd forgotten how to use her tongue. I leaned closer, trying to smile at her weakly. What is it, honey? Please, she gasped. No more. I felt hot, like I had a terrible fever. I reached out, touched her face. It's over, baby. No more. It's over. She stared at me. If you could call it that. She wasn't in her body anymore. This was something else. She twitched. Just kill me. I turned back to Kessler, who looked just as shocked as I did, anxiously adjusting his tie. For a long moment we met eyes, and I knew what he was thinking. Something had gone horribly, unbelievably wrong here, and he didn't know how to fix it. The next few hours were a horrible blur. I remember doctors rushing around, wheeling Chelsea out of the room despite my pleas to know where they were going, to let me go with them. I sat alone in a cold, still room, her scream echoing around in my head. I cried. I begged the cameras in the corners of the room. I banged my head against the table. Someone came in and bandaged up my broken hand, but no one would tell me anything. I felt like days I was in there. Honestly, it could have been. When the door finally opened again, Kessler stepped through. I couldn't even feel relieved. I just felt broken. Where is she? I croaked, raising my head. Is she okay? He said nothing, just sat down in front of me. He was back to business. That horrified expression I'd last seen him have completely wiped away, though. Okay. The horrified expression I'd last seen him have completely wiped away. Although I could have sworn his face was a little pale. Miss Sutherland is right outside. Oh wait, sorry. He took an envelope out of his pocket and placed it on the metal table between us. Hi, Nubzilla. How are you? Oh, thank you for the flower. I choked out a sob. Okay, Miss Sutherland is right outside. She's unharmed and feeling fine. They are very cute emos. I really like them. I choked out a sob. I couldn't help it. I hid my face in my hands. Kessler cleared his throat and continued. You are to take this envelope. Inside is a check for $700,000. One of our drivers is going to take you to the emergency room, where you'll have your hand properly treated. Any further medical bills will be completely covered by us. You are to do this and then go home and never return here. Do you understand?
I actually won!
New Cruises Shadow, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate so much. Welcome. I looked up at him. And I nodded. I was angry. I wanted to yell. Demand answers, threatened to sue. But I was far too exhausted for any of that. I just wanted to see Chelsea. I just wanted to go home. Kessler nodded, his mouth pressed into a thin line. We at OEM are terribly ashamed about what took place again. Oh my god. We at OEM are terribly ashamed about what took place today. Please accept our deepest condolences. Something about that rubbed me the wrong way, made my skin prickle, but my mind was numb. I just nodded again, taking the envelope and shoving it in my pocket. Chelsea was just outside like he'd said, and she smiled when she saw me. I gathered her in my arms and squeezed, breathing in the scent of her hair, kissing the side of her neck. Thank God you're okay. Hey, don't cry, she pulled back, kissing my cheek and wiping away my tears. More than okay, baby. What a rush. A laugh burst out of me like an uncontrollable cough. You're a psychopath. You like it. As promised, we were taken to the hospital where I was put in a cast. My hand was broken in 3 different places. As Chelsea sat with me while they examined it, a horrible, anxious feeling crept over me. When I looked over at her, all she did was smile. Why you must hold down the fort. Your only hope, Loopy. Lamau! I know, they're more creepy than spooky. I thought they were more spooky, but it's okay. I'm enjoying them. Okay. I couldn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling, white spots drifting across my vision, my hand throbbing dully on my chest. Chelsea's back pressed against the side of my arm was the only thing that made me feel any calmer. I turned to look at her. I turned to look at the back of her head, chewing on my lip. The room felt too quiet, too dark after spending so long in that bright, sterile room. I was restless. Chelsea, I whispered, are you awake? She said nothing. She wasn't snoring, but I swear I could hear her heart beating. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. I sighed. What did you feel? What was happening? I knew she wouldn't respond, but I asked anyways. I needed to talk, even if it was just to myself. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk. I felt her shift a little, her back moving with each of her breaths. Her heartbeat began to speed up. Only then did I begin to wonder why I could hear it at all. And so loud. Merry Christmas Eve, Hinata! Like, listening to an audiobook, especially with the cinematic writing, it goes gash in the background, I know! I think this is getting to the more horror part, though. Or scary part. Scary? Spooky? Spooky part, okay. I sat up a little, leaning on my elbows. I stroked her hair. Hey baby, are you okay? No answer. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. Suddenly I had that feeling. I had that feeling children get at night, when they become positive there's someone in the closet or just outside their bedroom door. Someone they don't know. Panic raced through me. Whether it was rational or not, I had to see her face. I had to make sure she was alive and she was herself. And she was real. I reached over and took her arm, rolling her towards me. Chelsea's eyes were wide open, bloodshot, and my heart jumped into my throat when I realized it hadn't been her heartbeat that I'd been hearing. It had been her gasping for air, her throat closing and opening again rapidly, swallowing and heaving dryly in the dark like an animal about to throw up. Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk? What? I shook her awake, sitting up straight. She gasped, blinking at me almost sleepily, rubbing at her eyes. Julian. Her voice was raspy, tired and dry, but otherwise normal. I flicked on the bedside lamp, breathing hard. Babe, what's wrong? I shook my head. I couldn't look at her. I couldn't breathe. I felt her wrap her arms around me, touching me gently and stroking my hair. You were... Shh, it's okay. It's okay now, Jules. I'm okay. Just a bad dream. But it wasn't a dream. I knew it wasn't. After that, my girlfriend was different. She wasn't herself. I tried to go back to normal. She certainly tried to. She went to work like before, saw her friends, watched television with me on our couch, but didn't really feel like she was there anymore. She didn't sleep much at all, and when she did, it was strange and restless. I more than once caught her sleeping with her eyes wide open, just like that first night. Once I asked her what her dreams had been like recently. She hesitated before telling me. You know, how when meat is fresh and the muscles are still alive, so they squirm and move even though the animal is dead? She smiled and ruffled my hair. That's what the back of my eyelids look like. The fuck? The worst part was how normal she pretended to be. How fine she told me she felt. She kissed me like always, and how she tried to joke. But it never quite came out right. I reached my limit one night a month later when I got home after having a drink with some friends. The house was completely dark. Completely silenced. Oh my god. The house was completely dark. Completely silent. Completely still. The second I opened the door, I felt it. The unexplainable terror, like there was a man in the closet. Hi. Reading spooky stories. Yippee! Okay. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right in there. Nothing felt like it was in the right place. Even though I knew I'd been. Everything just felt wrong. Chelsea? I called out quietly, shrugging off my jacket, wet from the rain. Are you awake, honey? No answer. I went to go upstairs when I saw her. She was down our hallway. Her head was half poking out around the corner. Only her eyes showing the dark. Oh my god. Only her eyes showing in the darkness wide open, staring at me, but not seeing me. She started to scream, and it was even worse to not be able to see her mouth. She screamed in short bursts, like a panting dog, the blood-curdling sounds jolting out of her. She was in her bedroom window, the lights turned on, illuminating her silhouette. I watched her rear back and head slam into the glass once, then again, something dark and liquid trickling down the frame. The paramedics had to tie her down to keep her from thrashing or from hurting herself. I watched as they took her away, begging them to kill her. I tried to call OEM, but all I got was a message that the number had been disconnected. I drove back there while she was still in the hospital, but there was nothing left but an empty warehouse. When I picked her up, she was completely normal again. The only proof of the episode being the stitches on her forehead. It was that day, the day I picked her up, when I felt completely broken down and helpless, that I started to hear her voice. Yeah, this was like, this is like a horror spooky story thing. Yeah, they injected her with something. Wait, honey? I looked over at my girlfriend, or what my girlfriend had become. She was staring at the window, smiling peacefully. What was that? She glanced at me, her smile widening. Nothing, Julian. I didn't say anything. I turned back to the road, convinced I was just losing my mind. I had to be. It would make sense. Then I heard it again. Julian, open your eyes. Honey, it's okay. Jesus Christ, Kessler. Would you take that thing off him? I think he's had enough. It's been weeks since then now. We're home. We're safe. Or at least that's what Chelsea says. I'm trying to believe her. I know it was in my head. I know it was just whatever that device did to me. But it felt so real what was happening. I'm terrified one day I'll wake up again in that room. And I don't think if I did I would bounce back so quickly. Huh? Just a dream type of thing? Wow. Wow. So the whole thing was psychological torture in the guy's brain. Poor guy. What the fuck? So fast, no one's more amazing. Okay, we're gonna grab these acacia trees for some saplings. No, it was all just a dream moment. Posture check. I'll fix my posture. Thank you. It is 2 a.m. I need to go to bed soon. That's okay. I know, bro is just going mental. Can you go faster if I do this? No. Another end portal. End portal? Another portal. I don't need that. Yeah, 2 a.m. I'm gonna try to head back home. Park the gas. I literally did nothing today. But that's fine. I had fun yapping. Next stream is gonna be a League stream. So fun. Reincarnated as the eternal sentry loopy. Pause? No, it's 2. Before I go to bed, I gotta edit a little bit. And then I can sleep. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. Hey. We depend on you. Oh my gosh, what is this? Sunshine, you're the only one I wanna give all my time. It's just something about it. Soon as we met, I can't even help it. Like that, not a fitness, and I can't ignore it. I ain't playing no games. I did what I say. Excuse me, if you feel the same, watch you swing my way. No, if it's meant to be, but it feels like everything. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love taking over me? Take the energy. Is this love? I don't know why they say love is so blind. Something's so hard to find. It's just think we got it. The people of the kingdom of Momo voted democracy. That is so funny. No, I'm trying to wonder, how should I add my viewers into this world? You know what I mean? Like, do I make you guys like villagers or something? Won't you take me there? Make me get to the way that I feel like it's one day. Is this love? Is it chickens? You guys want to be chickens? That's so silly. Is this love? Feeling I still seem to figure out. This feeling of love happen up and down. Turn us to chickens? What's the lore behind chickens? Or you guys just want to be chickens? Like, what's happening here? Love taking over me. Wait, I left the bed I got behind. Oh, that is so me to do. No, I took the bed! What the hell? Yeah, at least there's sheep here. Chickens are just easy to make more of. Yeah, but like, we could like do like the stampy thing of making you guys into flowers. We can have like an exclusive sub area too. Or maybe like my subs get to choose an animal to get named after and everyone else just becomes chickens. Like, oh my god, it'd be so funny if I had an area just full of chickens after all my like Twitch subs, like oh Twitch subs, like one area for my Twitch subs, one area for my YouTube subscribers. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. It'd be so much lag though. Like so much lag. I don't know if that's a good idea. In this paradigm, all this must be a hell is like this. Got to be more, got to be more. There are flowers. I'd be that dried up branch. You mean the dead bush? Nick, you just keep calling yourself Onk, and this is so good. There's this streamer who has like this thing that you can redeem, and you become an animal in her world. I might look into that. It might be a mod though. Hold on. Let me open TikTok real quick. Of course I'm segregating the chats. Here we go, it's her. How does she do this? Tickfinity. Oh, it's a plugin. Okay, cool. Oops. Tickfinity. Oh, it's for TikTok Live. Oh. Let me look this up. Hold on. Good night, Hinata. Have the best sleepies ever. I want to buy something once, but it's illegal. I'm a criminal, but even sometimes even I won't do crazy. Oh. Apparently this sort of stuff is like AI. Oh. Yeah, have the best sleepies ever. They're endangered. I should probably talk to like some plugin creator about this then. We have technically one more story to read. We'll probably read that and then get off. We'll read that not now, but later. Oh, this story's kind of long.